can't believe Mistra actually expects Gale to just sacrifice himself like that. Seems like a waste of a fine mind.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due. You and I have shared some good times together, and it seems we have plenty in common. Very serious of you, but go ahead. Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated.
Elminster. Even the Githyanki have heard tell of the Sage of Shadowdale. Some of his works have been translated to Tirsu. That doesn't mean his every word carries wisdom, however. Near as I can tell, Mistra demands Gale's faith, but holds no faith in him. Why else would she demand Gale sacrifice himself, and perhaps so many others? Does she not think he can destroy the Absolute with his own immense talents? Does she not know the mighty company that he keeps? Demanding Vlaakith may be, but she acts for the good of the Githyanki people. Mistra is concerned only for herself. Bah. Perhaps he'd find forgiveness in a fiery death. But I can't help but wonder why he'd want it at all.
Oh, was that Gale's granddad? Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell. But all right. Must have had something important to say to Gale if he came all this way. Good news, I hope. Whoa now, he's got a... Well, I guess that would explain a little, but... Mistra? I mean, this is a lot to take in. What's he going to do? Fuck me. There's devotion and then there's stupidity. If the god of magic can't handle this without sacrificing Gale, she's no god at all. Poor Gale. He must be in bits after hearing that. I'll distract him. Tell him I haven't read a book since secondary school. Watch his face melt off.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
I can't believe Mistress demanding Gale sacrifice himself to destroy the Absolute. It's just a waste of a perfectly good cult that we could be controlling. And a waste of a perfectly good Gale, I suppose.
I need a moment for the two of us.
How can I help? She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up. That's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me. She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me. Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. Won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history. I've no doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster, he's saved the realms more times than legend can recount. To take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have, and only I can wield it. Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistril, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistril sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistril, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. For a spell, Mistril was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
You wish to speak?
A shame my first brush with the famed Elminster couldn't be a tad more optimistic. Listen, I might invoke the Triad from time to time, appeal to Helm, but I'm no man of faith. Not like Gale. I don't know what drives a man to consider his own death, among countless others, to be an appropriate exchange for his goddess's forgiveness. To me, it all sounds like nonsense. The faith that matters most is that which you hold in yourself, in the ones that most matter to you. Big Bomb be damned. Gale's got everything he needs to defeat the Absolute already. Talent, nerve, and powerful allies at his side. I hope he'll come to see that.
seem to know a good deal about our condition, Gale.
Everything, really. Not to put too fine a point on it.
A humble specimen, aren't you?
On occasion.
Do not walk in darkness. Turn to the light. Beware of the shadows.
Better not be cursed.
It's no ordinary darkness. It feels powerful and familiar. Stay on your guard.
Are you the true soul? I'll take that as a yes. Listen up. Grab a torch, stay out of the dark, and move fast. The shadows have eyes. Go on!
I've never seen such a concentration of shadow magic. We must forge on, but carefully. It will corrupt any who lack the power to control it. It is the very antithesis of all the Weave stands for. A magic of confusion and corruption, drawn forth only by those desperate or damned enough to accept its degradations. Followers of Mystra, those who call on the true Weave, are expressly forbidden to indulge it. Mystra's domain is the Weave and the magic that courses through it. These shadows were drawn from another source, created by another goddess, Shah. Mystra cannot destroy it even if she wishes to, but she can try to ensure her followers resist its temptations. Now, I think it's time we moved on to lighter subjects, for we too are lost to the darkness. Was there anything else? How can I help?
Don't make eyes at me, you breech blossom. Don't like all this quiet. Just fine.
Your ally is falling to the curse. Help them.
The shadows will not consume me. I am shielded by Lady Shah.
Save your thoughts for later.
The Dark Lady shields me. I can feel her.
Yeah. No. Me neither.
Is that
Don't make
blood?
eyes at me, you
No,
breech blossom.
never mind.
Hey, boy. You want the bone? Fetch! You see that blighter go? Swallowed whole by the shadow curse. Bet he was pure tasty. You're the true soul we're taking to Moonrise, I'm guessing. Right you are. Go through and talk to Kansif. He's been waiting. Anything for a true soul. Put in a good word for me at Moonrise, eh? What's that?
I need a quick word.
True soul. An honor. Did you bring the lyre?
We were told to expect a true soul. That Night Warden Minthara would send someone with her lyre to summon a guide through the darkness. I admit, I'm surprised a true soul does not know this. Where are you headed, exactly? I fear neither of us are traveling, then. The darkness here is murderous. The only safe way through is with a guide. Of course, you are free to take your chances if you wish. But I will be waiting here for the Night Warden's lyre.
Minthara always carried it on her person. I assume she still does.
Unless someone swiped it. What? Planning to sing instead?
A shadow swims across your vision, and a familiar voice tells you to be calm. You are loved. Your silent greeting hangs in the air a moment, unanswered. Then, from the dark...
Yes, I hear them, Your Majesty, calling us.
I'll be damned.
Now that's what I call an abdomen.
Greetings, in the Absolute's name. You have been charged with guiding us.
New flesh for you, my queen. But who are they?
Best introduce yourself. Perhaps you'll listen to a true soul.
And you? What are you?
More faithful of the Absolute. They need a guide to the tower, same as us.
Your minds connect, and you hear a whispered voice. The Absolute, or just the echoes of his fractured mind reverberating in the dark.
A true soul. You have more worshippers every day, Majesty. Yes. Yes. They'll do nicely. We have our queen's favor. She speaks to us, protects us, graces us with her blessing.
And her magic lamp.
And they are jealous of your gift, Majesty. But you gave it to us, and we always keep it close. No! Our queen gave it to us. If they wish to walk through the darkness alone, they are welcome to.
Good. Now, are we ready to depart?
Bless us again, Majesty. Shine your light. Protect us. Come, follow, and stay close. Do not leave the light. Do not feed the shadows.
You heard him. Move out!
Come back! We must stay in the light, Majesty. They should stay closer, my queen. They should stay in the light. Unless they want to become shadows. Do the fools want to die in the dark, Majesty? They must keep up. The shadows are hungry.
Ain't all got 10 legs.
Patience, Majesty.
I smell a trap.
With patience. Wait. Something's wrong, Majesty.
Who's there? Show yourself! Harper's attack! Kill the cultists and get that lantern! Heretics! Villains in the dark!
These Harpers are clearly enemies of the Absolute. They could be worthwhile allies. But defend the guide and you may preserve your cover as a true soul.
Kill them! Turn the heathens to pieces! We need that lantern!
Can't give up. Not now. On my way.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Let me recite their demise.
No god can...
Guard against the darkness!
Ignis!
I'll cut you in half. For the absolute!
Absolute wills it so.
That light, it's protecting me from the curse.
Close ranks.
Let's end this. Got to move.
Can't even catch my breath.
Wicked little things. No better than the shadows. But no matter, Majesty, they are already dead, and soon forgotten.
With haste.
One can't always be a gentleman.
On I go.
And these things have stayed interesting.
They must get on. They must hurry.
You notice something odd on the fallen soldier. A faint glow about the face, like an aura fast fading. You can feel the power it held. Weak, but still divine. These soldiers were protected from the shadows by a blessing of Selûne.
All dead, Majesty. It is time for us to move on. Because their gods are weaker. None compare to the Absolute. They leave us again. Very well, my queen. We will wait. Come back! They must. Shadows and heretics, Majesty. But they won't stop us. They can't stop us! Return to the light. Do not stray. Want to die in the dark, Majesty?
You look twitchy, Stone Skin. Afraid of the dark?
In this place, only a fool wouldn't be.
The shadows are darkest here, hungriest here. Do not stray from the light, no matter what they promise you.
There's the tower now, big lad. Your breech is still clean.
My blade is, but that can change. Just keep talking.
They will be silent. They approach
We're
your
close.
sanctuary, Majesty.
I can feel it. The Absolute. Its power is strong here.
Playtime's over. So, perk up your ears. You and the pup have a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out. Questions! You're wasting my time! Let's see about getting your priorities fixed. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. You either mount a quick rescue, or you condemn Will to an eternity sizzling in the hells. Sounds like an easy choice to me.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
You recall an old incantation from a children's story said to void a devil's contract. Abi diabole et nunquam redi.
Never seen such a fearless display of sheer idiocy. Bravo. Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done. Not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soulbearer's fulfillment of related obligation. Now, get to Moonrise, and do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do. You're resourceful. You'll find a way. Don't give me that look. It's a good thing that I'm resistant to the shadows. This way I can help you. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. This isn't the first sign we've come across of a Sharan presence. I'm not sure I can keep ignoring them. Have you ever heard of the Dark Justiciars? They were Lady Shah's most elite warriors. I can't explain why, but something about this reminds me of them. I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah, a temple perhaps. I need to know if there's more to this.
Copper for your thoughts?
What's on your mind?